you guys are in for a good one today. I'm going to be teaching you the #1 skill you need to learn as an entrepreneur to be successful. And I don't care what anybody says. This skill is so important because not only is it going to help you in your business, but it's going to help you in relationships and it's going to help you in life in general. And that skill, my friends, is sales. And I know a lot of people are intimidated by sales because they think of the nice dress, slick talking Don Draper, talk a client out of their wallet, talk a girl out of their panties. But I promise you, that is not what sales is. Sales is a problem-solving skill that any person can learn. And as an entrepreneur, it is up to you to generate revenue for your business. There were 2 pivotal moments in my entrepreneurial career that helped me hone my sales skills. The first one was right after high school, selling Cutco knives door to door. And the second one was starting my social media marketing agency, Market You. These 2 things combined helped me hone my skills and allowed me to make millions and millions of dollars so far in my career. And the first thing is Cutco, and this taught me how to deal with rejection. Because I mean, who's trying to have a kid come to their door, sell them on these overpriced knives that they don't really need? So you're getting doors slammed in your face all the time, you're getting people telling you no all the time. But this is fundamental in your development because it teaches you how to deal with rejection. And it teaches you how to move forward to the next opportunity with the same excitement, the same optimism and enthusiasm, despite having the previous 10 people telling you no. And this is fundamental if you're gonna seriously consider pursuing a business, because the likely scenarios are this: either they don't want what you're selling or they're already buying from somebody else. And if you can learn to deal with these no's, it's gonna put you in a much stronger position to succeed. And the second thing is Market You. And this taught me how to sell high ticket items to clients, because this is where you're really gonna learn how to sell value, how to understand a client's problems and position yourself in the right way to provide them the solution that they're looking for. There's almost like this sales funnel that dictates how successful your marketing efforts are gonna be. And the most successful one being in-person one-on-one. After that, it's gonna be networking events. After that, it's cold calling. After that, it's cold emailing. And the more impersonal these get, the less likely they are to succeed. So what I would do in Market You when I was trying to get another client is I would walk into a dentist office and I would talk to the front desk person and I would say, "Hey, can I talk to Dr. Smith?" And they would ask me what for. And I would say, "I'm a new business. We do social media marketing, and I think I can really help him out a lot. I just want a minute of his time." And usually they'll go get him. They'll come out, and a lot of times I've had to do selling right there in the lobby in front of people. And it's something you have to get over. It's a challenge. It can be awkward, but nonetheless, you have to have conviction in what you're doing. Know that you're providing them a solution, and you'll feel a lot more comfortable with talking about it, especially out in the open in front of people. And when I'd meet with these people, I'd say, "Hey, Dr. Smith, I know you're super busy. I only want a second of your time. My name is Brandon. My partner and I, we just started a social media marketing agency. We help businesses build their brands online and really help them drive a lot of sales through social media. If I come back tomorrow, could I just have 5 minutes of your time? I can come at opening, I can come at closing, whatever's most convenient for you." And if you do this and you assume the sale, a lot of times they're not gonna be impolite and say no. They're gonna say, yeah, if you come tomorrow at opening, I'll give you 5 minutes of my time. And the reason why I would do this is because of the funnel that I said. If you can meet with these people in person, introduce yourself, just give them a moment of your energy and your passion, they'll be a lot more likely to at least meet with you for a period of time in which you can explain what you do. And when I would meet with them for those 5 minutes, I wouldn't even be trying to sell. I would just ask them questions, because that is rule #1 of sales. If you want to be successful, ask questions. You want people to feel like you are there to help them, to offer them a solution to problems that they have. So in that first 5 minutes, you need to uncover as many pain points and problems as you possibly can. So I would ask them things like, are you on social media? What are you doing on social media? What's working for you? What's not working? How's your experience been with it so far? Who's your target client? What's the process like of someone discovering the business that you run to the point that they become a customer? And after the 5 minutes, I would say, "Thank you for your time. Could we get together sometime this week for lunch? My treat. I would love to take all the information you've given me and think about how I can provide you the best solution for your business that will make you extremely happy with what I have to offer. Is that okay? And they like that because to them, you're not just seeing them as any other person, giving them the same spiel as everybody. You're taking into consideration what they told you and you're trying to provide the best possible solution for them. So lesson number 2 is pick the right environment. Now, I never like to close at somebody's office because it's very confrontational. They're on one side of the desk, you're on the other side of the desk. It seems almost like a battle versus a cooperative situation, which is what you want because that gets them excited and it's easier to convince them to buy your service. I like to do the 5-minute meetings at their office because they feel like they're in charge. They know there's a limited time limit. You respect their time and you're in their place of business, giving them the proper respect. I like to take people out to lunch to close them because their guards down. It's more of a human moment, just a conversation, us trying to come together and figure out how we can actually help you grow your business. And when you're at that lunch, you can close them using lesson number 3, which is how to quantify value. And this is so important because each business you're gonna talk to is likely gonna differ in what it considers to be a successful relationship with you. For instance, a restaurant may look at direct sales. How many customers did you get in the door for us? While a lawyer who has a much longer process from when they get a client to when they get paid may be looking at how many new web form inquiries did we get? How many new booked calls did we get on top of our monthly average? So learning how to figure out what the goal of the business is to determine the success of what you can do for them is extremely important. So for a lawyer, it may be, how many calls do you guys get on average per month? They may say 50. So you say, if we could get you 20 more calls per month, and that resulted in 2 more clients paying you $10,000, would that be something that would make you happy? They would say, yeah. And then you say, what if we can get you 30 calls that would result in 3 new clients? Would that make you really happy? They'll say, yeah, of course. So if we can make you $20,000 to $30,000 extra per month, what do you think would be fair to pay for that? And usually it's like 33% or 50% of their profit. So they may say $10,000 or $15,000 sounds fair to pay you. And you say, what if I told you that we're only charging $5,000? Well, now they're excited. Now they're looking at it like they're getting a deal. This is great value for their money. So you need to learn to position yourself to be able to fulfill what they're looking for by working backwards. Ask them the questions of their process. What's their conversion rate? And then you can start to let them know what they can expect from working with you. And once you can quantify how much they ought to expect making from you, then what you're charging seems like a small price to pay for the new revenue you're going to be bringing in. Most people like to say, this is what we do, and they list off 10, 12, 15 different services that their business provides. But if the client only needs 1 or 2 of those things, the 1 or 2 things that you should really be nailing down on and pressing on get lost in the minutia of all the 15 things that you do. So that's why you want to ask the questions, pick the right environment, and learn to sell the value. If you do all those things, it's going to make you a much better salesperson and much more likely to succeed in your endeavors of growing the revenue for your business. And the 4th thing you want to do is set expectations. There's nothing worse than over-promising to a client and confusing them about what's going to happen. They need to know exactly what that first week of working with you is going to look like and the value that you're going to be providing up front. You need to tell them all the things you're going to do for them within that first week so they have a positive experience with you immediately. And you need to let them know how long things might take for their ideal situation to come into fruition. For instance, if they have no social media presence, it may take a little longer to get things going and get the results they want than if they already have one and you're just coming in optimizing it. Again, you don't need to be a slick talking sales guy to have success. You just need to be somebody who knows what their product and service can provide to somebody, be confident in what you're talking about, and be there to be a legitimate problem solver. Sales is problem solving. It's not some sort of sexy job. It's the job of making a client feel like you are there for them and you are going to provide something that is money well spent. And if you do those things, I promise you, you are going to be successful and see a massive increase in business. If you like this video, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.